Jay here from Tradie Growth Academy, and I'm really, really excited about this little case study. I've got Steve. He's on the other side. Mate, how are you? Look at that view.
I'm very, very blessed and lucky, mate. But yeah, I'm feeling great. How are you, mate?
Awesome, mate. So you're another one of my success stories, and with all these kind of case studies and little testimonials, I love getting straight to just really the results. But before we do, I'd love to, really let the listeners know a little bit more about you. So, man, can you just kind of introduce yourself, let people know what you do?
Yes, I'm Steve. I run my own roofing company in Queensland, and we mainly do kind of like tile and metal roof restorations, but then also a few repairs and small re-roofs. And started my company in November last year, which is November 2016. And pretty early on, I realized that with myself and my two other salespeople, we're all hungry for leads. We needed more leads. And just as the time I was thinking, yeah, I need more leads. I wonder how I can get more leads. I just sat on Facebook and a little advert popped up for Jay. And I go with my gut feeling on a lot of things. Like sometimes it's logical, but most of the time it's just my gut instincts. And I knew from about 3 seconds of reading your sales copy on your advert, this is what I need. And then I watched your training, and I was like, yeah, this is exactly what I'm going for. Like I could see with the level of the way you communicated and how good your marketing was. I thought, well, I want to buy from him. So if I want to buy from him, then he's going to help me get other people go in my shoes and want to buy from me. So it was just a no-brainer.
Yeah.
And do you want me to go into some of the numbers?
Yeah, man. So, all right. So you're a roofer. You're up in Queensland, right? Let's get to the numbers, right? So number one, like you joined one of my courses, right? And you came in, obviously before you may have been skeptical about all these things like online trainings and, generate leads. But obviously you went through my first free online training, you hopped on board. So let's talk about where you were before, because obviously you investing in yourself, you wanted a certain outcome and really results at the end of the day, right? That's why we do these type of things. So where were you before? Like what was going on in terms of what were you spending? How many jobs were you getting? Kind of how much were you making?
Right. Okay. It was pretty small scale. So I had probably about 15 to 20 leads a week.
Yeah.
And I was sharing that between me and my two sales reps, and it really wasn't enough. Like they were constantly like, oh, Steve, we love you and everything, mate, but if the leads don't increase, we're going to have to go somewhere else. We've got families to feed and stuff.
Yeah.
So it was getting on my mind quite a bit early on that to keep really high caliber salespeople, you've got to give them the lead flow. And we're probably doing about 2 jobs a week.
Yeah.
Which is, I don't know, like big companies in Queensland do about 10 to 14 jobs a week.
Yeah.
So two is like, just a small fry, small fish in the ocean.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much where we was at before I joined.
Yeah. So 2 jobs a week. How much were you netting like a week or a month? How much was that roughly?
Roughly a week, it would be about anywhere between 1,000 to 2,000.
Okay. So that's where you were before. Talk to us about where you are today. Like what's going on? Tell me what's happening. What's the results?
I forgot to mention as well, I did have my own website before I joined your course. It was just a simple little ClickFunnels. I bought the template, filled in a few details. It wasn't converting very well. And even though Google, like I put $1 into Google, I get $2 back. Yeah. And I thought that was great. But I knew that because it was just a simple web page and it was like really, it took me like 2 days to create it. So I thought there's got to be something better than this. And so I knew that there was more potential to get a better return on investment than what was currently happening.
Yeah.
Now, after going through your program, one of the biggest changes we made is new websites. Mm-hmm. So we've got the homepage.
So just on that, in terms of the website, talk to me about that, because I give you literally like a done for you template, like your whole, like a whole website. I talk about, there's two type of websites: a brochure type website that kind of looks pretty, and then a lead generation website, which I literally gave you like a copy and paste template, which is 90% done. Like I went away and I did all the hard work. All you got to do is like just upload it, right?
Yeah, and the step-by-step process of how to do it. Or if you even don't want to do that, you can just use one of your outsourcers and they'll do it all for you. I probably did 90% myself. Yeah. There's a few little techie things where I just said to one of your contacts, hey, Rob, can you help me with this? And he was like, yeah. And he did like 5 hours work for like the equivalent of 100 Australian dollars. And I was like, wow, genuinely nice guy. Yeah. But yeah, the website that you pretty much give us a plug in and play template. I went through, obviously changed it to my industry, put my own photos in. But yeah, the actual template itself, it's exactly the same. Like what we're currently running now, and it's doubled the result. Yeah. So let's get into that. So in terms of your results, where you are today, and like it's all come from the lead generation website I gave you, right? That's absolutely yes. So that where you were before and where you are today, and we'll get on the figures right now, and then we'll come back to, okay, well, how did you actually do it? Because people are going to watch it and be like, well, how did he actually get from point A to point B, right? So today, so before you were making about $1,000 a week, right? Yeah. $2,000. Now, today, what are we making today with the conversions and the website? Are we talking solely about the online traffic? Because I do have other sources of leads. Or are we talking about the whole general business, or just online?
Purely based on what you have implemented in the course. Yeah.
Right.
So
okay.
So the direct results from you taking the course.
Yeah. That's main. I mean, there's so many things that you've helped with, but the main one was the website and the Google. So at the moment, we're making about $3,600 net from the actual, leads generated from Google.
What is that a week?
$3,600 net.
A week?
A week, yes.
So you were at $1,000, roughly about $1,000 a week before.
Yeah. Yeah.
What's the period? How long did it take you?
Well, when did I start your program?
Yeah.
I think I started it in late December.
Yeah. So what? You're up to this. How many weeks are you up to when you implemented these results?
All right. So when did the website go live? Is that what you're asking?
Yeah.
Yeah. So your website went live 3 weeks ago.
So 3 weeks, you went from $1,000, making $1,000 a week.
Yeah. To 3,600.
To 3,600.
Yeah. So we've worked it out, done all the averages. For every dollar I put into Google right now, it returns $5 back. Yeah. Whereas previously it was 1.5 to 2 in terms of the ad spend.
Awesome.
So that's massive. We're only talking on a weekly basis, but if you project that out over like a year or 3 or 5, it's huge. It's massive.
Yeah. So man, that's awesome. So really, if we were to just dumb it all down, you're making roughly about $1,000 a week, right? The 3 weeks that you implemented the stuff like the website and all the things that I teach you, within 3 weeks, you are now at $3,600 net a week.
Consistently, yeah.
Consistently.
That's the average for the last 3 weeks, yeah.
But can we just, for the viewers, right, for somebody that's just watching this, how many other strategies that are there, but simply you just haven't implemented yet? You've only really implemented maybe 2 or 3, right?
I've only really focused on one, which is the Google and your new website thing. Yeah. I'm just about to expand into a lead magnet strategy where you've got a landing page which has got a lead magnet. Yeah. Just implemented that this week, so that not got the data back on that yet. Yeah. And I briefly touched on the Facebook strategy that you did, but that's definitely going to come in. Yeah. Because with Google, there's only so much, because Google's hot traffic. It's when their psychology is, I know what I want. It's a roof restoration. I want to buy it now. So it's hot traffic. There's only so many people that are down the line that have got to that realization. Whereas with your strategy on Facebook, we can actually get in with a tripwire lead gen strategy. and get people who are cold traffic and make them hot. So people who don't, you've got a strategy to help us get on the roofs to do a free gutter clean or a very low price gutter clean. And then for only roofs that are over 15 years old, which are pretty much going to have damage on them. And then we've got our foot in the door then, and we can turn cold traffic into hot traffic. So I'm really excited to get into that, and I'll have to give you an update on how well that goes. But yeah, just one strategy alone has 3x my business on a weekly basis.
Yeah, and that's awesome. Facebook is really a untapped goldmine. I talk about that in, I think, week 6 of the program. Really give you, again, copy, paste templates, everything like that. But man, I just wanted to really get to, cut to the chase, because I know that, a lot of people don't have long attention spans, right? So you really, if we recap, you came in, you watched the free online training, you decided to invest in you, right? Number one first, and then the program, right? And me, you're making $1,000 a week. 3 weeks you implemented just one strategy, and now you are pretty much 3 times that. So you're at 3,600 a week. Yeah. That's net.
Yeah. Not only did it convert more clicks to leads, but it also helped in the actual, when I'm doing the presentation and doing the quoting stage. Yeah. Because people feel like they trust us a lot more because we've got that professional website and they've already read the sales copy. Like my salespeople were saying to me, it's like the sale's already made. They're just doing a quote to confirm that they made the right decision. Yep. And there's less people getting other quotes and just less price shopping, because what you've taught us is to qualify our perfect customers. So I'm pushing away people that are looking for the cheapest option, because we're not the cheapest company. So like people that are looking for dirt cheap or affordable, all those people get pushed away through the website. All the people that want quality, are happy to pay more for a better service, they're all coming like, magnets.
That's awesome. Now I look at a website like this. Can you see this? $50.
Yeah.
And then can you see the one underneath? Right? $5. Yep. What's the difference between the two?
Just the writing. Just the writing.
The writing, right? It's the zero. It's the zero here.
Yeah.
That makes one piece of plastic so much more valuable than the other, right? And I feel like that's exactly the same as a website. It's what's written on the website that makes that prospect go, wow, like I want to get these guys around for a quote. So maybe a quick kind of, note to the viewers, like if you're watching this, like number one, like if you have a website that just kind of looks pretty and you know that it's really not converting, like first thing that you need to look at is really the overall structure. You need to make sure you have the call to actions, which is those big buttons that tell people what to do. But really it's the copy, it's the copywriting, it's the words that's on the page that gets them to really, you're going to convince them, you're going to persuade them, and you're also going to, compel them to reach out to you. So man, I wanted to just thank you so much for your time. I know like we've probably gone a little bit over. I like to keep these really short and sweet. Man, thank you for sharing. Hopefully someone can kind of relate to this. Like maybe they're at a certain stage, they're struggling. They're just kind of making, like really $1,000 a week. Like it's just really an average job, but how do we take it to the next stage? And that's what you've just done. And really it's only one strategy. So I'm super excited when you actually implement more strategies.
Them all. Yeah.
Right.
So over the tip of the iceberg. It's exciting.
Yeah. So, dude, thank you so much for our little chat today. I'll be speaking to you real soon anyway. And that's it. Any final words that you have to say about, the course or anything like that?
Just make the decision and commit to it. There's plenty of people that buy courses and then, I'll get around to that next week.
Yeah.
But you said pretty early on in the videos is that like, this isn't going to work unless you go and implement it.
Yeah.
And those words are like, every time I was like, shall I play a bit of Xbox or shall I read a book or play guitar? And your words are in the background. It's like, it's only going to work if I implement it. Yeah. So just take that step, commit to it, do it, and you never know where you're going to be in 4 or 5 weeks.
Yeah. Awesome, man. All right, Steve. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate your time, and I'll be speaking to you real soon.
No worries. Cheers, buddy.
All right, bro. See you, mate.
All the best. Bye.
Bye.